these people belong to these 6 religions worship different gods. No. Ekam sat vipraha behutha vadanti. Truth is one. Truth is one. The Lord is one. But he is worshipped by various groups in various ways. That's all the difference. Say vipraha behutha vadanti. The sages call him by various names. Just as in a lake there is water. One takes a little bit of water in the hand and say, this is water. The other one, somebody from Dr. Nayak may say it is pani. We will call it by a different name. Yes, there are different names for the same subject, but then the material, the object, the material is not different. Water is the same, but there are different names for the water. The difference is only that. Although there are 6 religions in Hinduism, although the ultimate reality is worshipped as Shiva, as Vishnu, as Devi, I want to emphasize this point that they are not worshipping different religions. No, not at all. It is the ultimate reality. It is the same God proclaimed by the Shrutis, by the Vedas. It is the ultimate reality. Everyone is worshipping through this form, through this name. Therefore, there are these 6 religions in Hinduism, but although they have different concepts, they worship the Lord, ultimate reality in different ways, but they are worshipping the one and the same God. Philosophies, 3 types of philosophies. And when we come to the Advaita philosophy, the differences, the apparent differences, the differences are only apparent. The differences are only apparent. They are not real. Ultimately speaking, if we have come from him, the word has come from him, we are non-different from our source, the absolute, the ultimate cause, the cause and effect. The world is the effect. We all form part of the world. The universe is the effect. The cause is the ultimate reality, the Lord. So we are the cause manifesting as effect in quality, in essence, in substance, substantially. There is no difference between him and the manifested universe. We are the same. We are the same. According to Atheists, the Lord has no form. He has no form, absolutely no form. The Vaishnavas will say God comes in the form of the most auspicious form of Narayana. But when it comes to Advaita, they do not say the God has any form. They insist that God is formless. But they insist, they drive the point home that we are non-different from our source. The ultimate cause is the Supreme Being, and the effect is the manifested universe, and therefore they are non-different. It is the same Lord who is pulsating in this universe. It is the same Lord. You see, one of the most important ideas, concepts in Hinduism is, it is the same Lord who activates, who pulsates in the hearts of all of us. It is the same Lord. It is the ultimate reality, the omnipotent present Lord, the omnipresent Lord. We accept him as omnipresent. He is present everywhere, and he pulsates in the heart of all living beings as their self, as the ultimate individuality of me, of you, everyone else. Ultimately, it is he who is manifesting as X, Y, Z. Therefore, there is substantially, there is no difference between the Lord and the world, all of us. Antaryami, there is a concept of Antaryami, the indwelling spirit. The Lord is the indwelling spirit of the whole universe. He is present everywhere, and therefore by virtue of that fact itself, that He is the indwelling spirit of all of us, of the ultimate reality of our individuality is the Lord Himself. If you give up the concept of the God, if the mind becomes absolutely quiet, when you go to sleep and when you are in deep sleep, the mind doesn't function there. What happens there? There you are alone, nothing else to disturb you. You are alone there, therefore you are happy, you are blissful. How do you understand? When you wake up the next morning, you report your experience in the deep sleep and say, well, how beautifully I have slept last night. I did not know anything. That is your individuality, that is your real personality. And if that consciousness can be called up throughout the waking state, then you are one with the God all the time. You experience God all the time. We bring the kingdom of heaven in the heart. You feel the presence of the Lord all the time. I think ultimately speaking, whether it is Hinduism or Islam or Christianity, is taking humanity to that level where we feel the presence of our Creator all the time in our heart. Where else do we experience Him? We experience Him in the heart. So the ultimate aim for us, every individual, every human being, is to have this feeling of the presence of the Lord in our heart. As I said, there is a clue. The feeling of our own blissful nature we experience in the state of deep sleep. That blissfulness, at that time we are one with the Lord. There is nothing to disturb us, nothing to distract us, not even dream. Even in the dream state we are distracted. But when you are in the deep sleep, there is no distraction. Therefore you are one with God. Therefore you feel the blissfulness. And so, in the waking state, throughout your life, if you can create that kind of awareness, putting the mind at rest, all the time, we are in the presence of the Lord. We enjoy the presence of the Lord. There is no difference between me and you. There is no difference in the world, in this universe at all, except one. Everyone is loved. Everyone is worshipped as Narayana. Everyone is worshipped as Narayana. Ultimately speaking, that experience, that elevation, raising the human mind to that level where we can experience the Godhood. That is our ultimate goal according to Hinduism. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Swami Golokananda. Now we would have Father Gio Payapalli speaking for 20 minutes on the concept of God in Christianity. Brothers and sisters, may we welcome Father Payapalli.
The chairperson, Dr. Mohamed Naik, Swamiji, Golokananda, respected Secretary Naik, Sri A.V. Abdul Rahman, the dignitaries in the dais, my dear sisters and brothers. I'm extremely happy to join in this inter-religious dialogue organized by Salafi Learning and Research Center, Calicut, on the theme, Religion in the Right Perspective. I'll be speaking in 3 different parts. First, the approach of the Catholic Church to which I belong, the openness towards world religions. And secondly, I will be explaining the contemporary situation of the religion to put it in its true perspective. And thirdly, I will be discussing on the concept of God in the Bible and in Christianity. The Catholic Church to which I belong encourages and promotes inter-religious dialogue, cooperation and collaboration. The official teaching authority of the Church promulgated a declaration on the relation of the Church to the world religions in the Second Vatican Ecumenical Council held in Rome in 1965, in which the Church opened the new frontiers in the ecumenical and inter-religious dialogue. We have a pontifical council for dialogue with world religions in Vatican, which encourages in-depth study of the world religions and is in constant contact with the leaders of world religions, especially Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism.